Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Hey, Charlie.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Rip right, rip right. Hey, 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 hey. 50, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. You go night-night. You go night-night. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Curtis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, Sam off. Go out. Ready?
Looking to throw. Curtis. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Out, 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 out.
Off. Go, 14.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. 56 to Mike.
Check.
56 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 56 to Mike. Delta. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Alert.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Got it.
He's crashing.
Wilson will throw again. He's got Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Boykin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
That's how we do, Dean. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know this.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'll go special. 12.
Here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Curtis. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
On the ready.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Leo, hey, Alpha, undercut.
Back to throw. Curtis. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Gun.
On first down, Boykin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0. Hey, alert.
Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, 49ers nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Ready?
Hey, I-7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Curtis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Look at me.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, watch it.
Rock it. Gone. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Curtis. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Come on, let's go.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Check. 14, got it.
On second and inches. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Now watch one. Mike 56. Mike 56. All day.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check me out.
Got it.
56. Mike 56. I'm coming. Mike's 56.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 12-yard line.
Check 56. Joker. Check.
Listen. Gun.
Hot. Shit.
Gun.
You got tight right there.
On second down, Boykin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Come to my work. Hayward. 29 is the Mike.
Hey, zero, shut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
56, right there, 56. Pick it up.
12.
No.
12. Further.
To backfield. Motion to the backfield.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
That's it.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson out to his left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Two draw quarters. Go. Snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Curtis, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Squeeze. Hard. Ready?
Back to throw. Curtis. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. Check 50. Deuce.
Go.
Hatchet. Check 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Right there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Mike 29. Target. Hey guys, listen.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Oh, over. 29 is the Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side. It's complete. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
56. Mike, 56.
Zebra.
56. Watch the screen.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Football team.
56 is the mic.
You must be dreaming. Hey, check 24. Got it.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
36 power.
56, Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch.
2nd and 13. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Key out. Stay with your man. Check nickel.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on 3rd down. Curtis. Deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Curtis. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Matchbox light.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Slam. 80 weapons.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tackles. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alpha.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready.
50, Mike 50.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Watch the pass. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the
Snap.
On 3rd down, Curtis. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 25 left, far left. Check. Spot that. Jim. Shift. Check. Fresno. We're looking for signals. Fresno. Watch twist.
Wilson to throw. Pass incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
29 is the Mike 29. Here we go. 29.
Look left.
29. Here we go.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Show it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
2nd and 2. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin, and an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there in overtime. 54 yards on the ground.
First and goal.
56. 56. Yo.
Guys, slow down.
They'll run the draw. This is line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Zebra.
56.
Gun cut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 0.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal.
So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for